I love great conversations. Hi, my name is Angel Jones. Thank you for joining me on 12-Minute Convos, where I help you create a brand of your own unique real self. Listen in as I have conversations with amazing people from all over the world. Good morning, Jurriaan Mulder. How are you doing on this wonderful, beautiful day?
Hey, I'm doing great, thank you.
It's a great pleasure to connect with you, Jurriaan. What part of the world are you in right now?
I'm in the Netherlands.
All right. And which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this time?
I think it's my unquenchable thirst for knowledge.
Ooh, tell us more, please.
I just love learning about the world. I love reading. I love finding out new experiences, and I think that's the reason why I enjoy making a podcast.
Ooh, so who did you learn this skill from, the skill of podcasting?
Of podcasting, I honestly don't know. I just jumped into the project with the beautiful people I'm doing it with, and it just got along.
What's the name of the podcast?
It's called the Batavieren Podcast.
Right. What does that mean in English?
Well, the Batavieren are a kind of people who used to live in this region long ago, but it is also the name for a short-standing republic 200 years ago, along with the French Revolution.
All right.
So it's adopted from that because the people who initiated the podcast are real Republicans.
So it's a podcast about politics.
Yes, politics, culture, history.
So do you enjoy doing this podcast, Jurriaan?
I really do. Every time we go and interview someone, it's an event. It's an adventure.
Also, you're interviewing live, are you?
Well, no, we're not doing interviews live. We just we got this little box with all the microphones, and we just go to someone we made an appointment with, and then we record, and we take it along home, and over the course of the week we'll just upload it.
Now that you've been doing this, why will you continue to repeat the skill?
Well, because I think it keeps on being an adventure. I keep on learning new things, new people, and I wouldn't see why I'm really enjoying it. So I think that's it.
That's wonderful. Now, where can people connect to listen to the podcast?
On SoundCloud, YouTube, and iTunes podcasts.
All right. And what's one other thing you've done consistently over the last 3 years?
I think it's playing guitar.
How does that make you feel?
Well, it makes me feel good because I took the time to learn an artistic language, actually.
And what type of guitar do you play?
I have 2 steel string guitars. I have an electric guitar, and I also play a bass guitar.
Wow, you're an entire band.
Not at the same time. That's a little bit difficult.
Is it a 4-string bass, a 5, or a 6-string?
It's a 5-string.
All right.
Without frets.
Wow. Okay. All right. You're definitely a bassman, according to the tools of the trade that you have. Why would you suggest to somebody that's listening that amongst their professional career, they have a side hobby, if you would, like you do, where you're playing an instrument?
Yeah, I think it's just learning an artistic language, just anything outside your normal human languages, your written and spoken languages. It's just really I think it's an enrichment in life to learn to express yourself beyond your normal ways of expressing things. That's just really a real rich experience.
Amazing audience, you're hearing it live here from Jurriaan Mulder. Let's switch gears for a moment now and let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. What is your earliest childhood memory?
Well, I think one of the earliest real strong memories of which I have quite a clear understanding of what went through me was watching an educational child show, showing something about it was about mummies and pharaohs, and they put those. I remember seeing them put those mummies through a machine and scanning them and seeing what's inside the death. And I was really terrified by that.
How old do you think you were?
I think I was about 4 or 5.
Why do you think this memory is so clear?
Well, I was told by my parents I was really from a very young age. I was already really I don't think it's the right word, but obsessed with understanding death. It was
inquisitive.
Yes, I was just really into knowing what it meant, what was beyond or something. I don't know, but they said it was a big thing for me, and there were some frightful nights for me. But this seems to fit the pattern, if I remember.
How do you see that memory connecting to who you are today?
Yeah, well, there's still something left of that inquisitive mindset. You know, it's the most incomprehensible thing in the world is death and that which is beyond. So if you want to try and understand that which you cannot understand, you're a searcher of knowledge, I think.
Can I offer an interpretation for you?
Sure.
I love the idea of your inquisitiveness, yes. Interestingly enough, what was the name of the podcast again? Please say it in your language.
Batavieren Podcast.
Which is those that were before, right? Generations that were before, right?
Yes.
Well, that's intriguing that you would be aligned with a podcast with those before you. But it's intriguing to see how you dive into knowledge and how intrigued you are by knowledge now. I think while our understanding of death is one to be inquisitive about or to wonder about, I believe that life is definitely creating an open canvas, one which in itself as well is difficult to understand, isn't it?
Yes, I agree.
If we fast forward to when you were 12, what was your favorite song?
I think it's something, maybe it's something, I wasn't really into music back then, but I think it's something from Linkin Park. I must have, I should have was one of 2 songs from Linkin Park on my phone.
Do you remember the name of the song?
Yeah, it must be something like In the End or something like that.
Yeah, I was thinking it was that song. It definitely connects, right? Your inquisitiveness with death and In the End, right?
I didn't really think about it that way.
That's amazing. Well, we've arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form. So it's yes or no, possibly a bit more. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready, Jur?
I am ready.
Jur, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
No.
Are you married?
No.
Do you have children?
No.
Do you believe in God?
I do my best.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No.
How about 3 hours a week?
Yeah.
What about screen time, the phone and or the computer? Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
Just less, I think.
If you had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents you, Mulder, what would you say that is?
Is it a spoken statement?
Yes.
Ooh, I wouldn't know.
Okay. So what's another statement it could be?
I like to dress well.
Oh, there we go. Oh, I love it. Oh, this has been a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Yeah, I really love this conversation, and it's a real warm bath to talk with you. So I think that's it.
Yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you making this possible. Amazing audience. Jur has done this possibly the 7th time now we've been on a call, but he isn't giving up. It's really amazing, the individual. He doesn't give up. He does not give up. I hope you continue to learn as much as you can as you go through your journey, my friend. It was a great pleasure connecting with you.
Same for you. Thank you, really.
Jurriaan Mulder, thank you for being on what is inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Have a good day.
Thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Stay tuned for more from our advertisers.
Diabetes is a mountain pandemic. It's a disease that's not acute but chronic. Similar to this rhyming method, I have simplified the definition, the signs and symptoms, and the complications of diabetes for both adults and children in my books, Poems for Patients, A Focus on Diabetes, and The ABCs of Diabetes for Children. These books are available on Amazon.com, and for more information, you can visit my website, poemsbyaj.com. That's poemsbyaj.com.